Good morning, good afternoon, good night. How you doing? It's your boy Z here. No need to be feared. Your ass in my way, your ass gonna get speared. Today we got a new video from Kevin called Kengan Ashura. Ashura is straight hands. I don't know what his anime is about, but we're gonna jump to this shit.
One who jumps headfirst into this environment must not know the value of life, or has a goal he is thoroughly determined to achieve. Oma Tokita, my question to you is, why do you participate in the Kengan matches?
Let's not kill you! I am going to destroy you!
The Gurei family has lived by the sword for 1,300 years since the Nara period.
A conflict. The optimal method to resolve a conflict. Tell me, what do you think that is?
In the name of the President of the Kengan Association, I declare the commencement of the Kengan Annihilation Tournament! Defeat my fang in battle and claim the life that lies beyond annihilation for yourself!
So unlike the last two vids I made where it was kinda story driven, this is kinda like that but quadrupled the fights. This show is pure boxing with a side of plot. Now before we get into it though, I know the way it looks might throw people off. It's CGI. I thought it was ugly too at first, but I gave it a chance. And people like comparing this to Baki, but honestly I prefer Kengan over Baki, at least when it comes to the fight scenes. Cause the best way to put it is, Baki is superhumans who sometimes use martial arts, while Kengan is mainly martial arts, but sometimes they become superhumans, you get what I'm saying? But enough yip, let's get into the show. Alright, so we around.
Yeah, I saw this nigga, Kengan. He did fight Baki. That just popped in my head, but I didn't know he had his own series. But I will check it out in my own time. But when he fought Baki, it was a great fight. So yeah, if you didn't see the movie him versus Baki, you need to check it out.
30 seconds in and we already about to see a fight. And for some reason, this old man was just so intrigued on seeing this. And the first thing that came to mind was weight classes exist for a reason. This guy gotta be 6'5", 250 pure muscle. And Oma's at most 6 feet flat. Maybe 170 to 180.
Are you sure about that? Cause that brother look like 6'5", maybe 280 to me. Yeah, more bigger, more power muscle. Or maybe 300. I don't know.
Like it doesn't look good. But then I remembered I'm watching anime. They come out the womb knowing how to box. So this guy rips his shirt off for some reason. I know his tailor pissed. Weave. Then he starts dodging everything he threw, but I gotta give credit where credit is due. Stepping on the glass and kicking it was an excellent play, even if the follow-up was trash. Read him like a book. Then dude was talking about some, are you gonna keep running away?
I mean, look at this nigga, man. This nigga does not look like. I mean, he gotta be way maybe at least maybe 270 or 280. One of them. Like, look at him. Look at all that muscle. He has to be way 280. He weighed more than, the weight that he said.
You're the one who wanted this fight, so come at me. If you say so, bitch. Yeah, how that nose feeling? Then dude starts having a temper tantrum, runs in just to get a shin to the mouth. Force that boy to take a knee, so he's gonna try again, but this time it's in slow motion. Grabs the arm, breaks the elbow, but it's a 2-for-1 special. He said, give me that shoulder too. Not gonna lie, if someone got me looking like this, I'm playing dead. You're not about.
Brother fucking broke his elbow and dislocated his shoulder. Yeah, CG's, my guy. He just grabs it and just break it in one. Yeah, that's GG's.
To beat on me any longer. And look at his face. He's like, damn, bro, was this necessary? He gets back up in instant stun lock. Then he starts Vegetoing him. Straight leg kicks, double kick to the face, one to the gut, hits the already messed up arm. And with this last kick, he was done for. But he said, nah, I got one more for you. Then he walks off all casual like this is a weekly occurrence. He has a scheduled ass beating every Tuesday. So we cut to the old head dealing with his power tripping boss when he randomly gets caught up to speak with the chairman. Then he started yapping about how violence is necessary, but uncontrolled violence is pointless. Then he gave us an entire origin story and why he said that. Something about how when merchants disagree, they threw hands about it. And even till this day, that tradition still exists. Whole time, old head just sitting there like, okay, what that got to do with me? And all that was to say that there's going to be a tournament arc. And turns out the person who was fighting for the company was a guy Oma bodied in the alleyway. I don't know if Oma calculated all this, but now he's the one that's going to fight for the company. And old head was tasked with being his caretaker. So fast forward a little while when he's pulling up to Oma's crib. And this dude lives in the middle of nowhere. Needing a map to find a house is crazy. And this not even...
How the fuck we need a map where you live? You forgot where the fuck you live? You forgot where you come from, bro? Come on, man.
In his house for real, he found a random building and said, oh yeah, this'll do. The doorbell doesn't work, the floorboards are rotten, and to make it worse, Oma walks around the corner with blood all over his body. And he got the nerve to go, what are you doing? Excuse me? Buddy, he ain't the weird one. So he turns around and sees a giant boar behind him, and you know that's his meal for the day. I doubt there's any type of seasoning on that shit. And eating that fresh off the pan to straighten the Neanderthal behavior. Taste buds burnt, but that's when it's...
Hey, it's pure protein, right? Get it? It's pure protein.
Spider sense goes off. Two randoms burst through the door trying to fight Oma, but old head immediately recognized who this was. He's a famous kickboxer from Russia. He gonna get close. Weave, slip, weave, slow-mo. Yeah, you broke into the crib. Don't expect a fair fight. Then his homeboy
He ain't get no kids.
is gonna step in, but he stopped him talking about some, no, I told you I got this. Yeah, sure, pal, fuck off me. Well, today was not a good day for that guy. Broke into
He done murdered his own mans. Damn.
a dude's house demanding a fight just to get your jewels checked, then proceeded to get off by your own mans. Yeah, I know he in the afterlife mad as hell right now. Nothing went his way. But this guy didn't fight him anyway. He just said he's gonna see him later. So then it literally cuts to the day they about to box. But this fight is under their bosses. Whoever wins this match, their company gets around 900 mil to have a building built in this area. And I thought this was a secluded one-on-one, but nah, they got a crowd of rich folk placing bets. And since Lemillion is undefeated, they gonna place their money on him. All I'm saying is have that wallet ready.
And fight!
They both run in. Lemillion gonna dash into the punch to reduce the damage. Easy block into the double weave. Blocks the three-piece. Step back. Here, melatonin. Oh, this combo ain't over. Bitch. And now we on straight bully mode. Destroying the wrist. That
V trigger was crazy.
guard ain't gonna last forever. Oh yeah, there we go. Hang. But that would have been too easy. He activated that ultimate skill. His pinch strength allows him to use his fingers as razors. But now it doesn't matter how good that defense is. He can cut straight through his flesh. And that boy cheesing over there, but Oma had a reality check his dumb ass. He said don't think shit gonna be easy. But turns out he was able to grab his leg at the last second, dampening the blow. And I was starting to think Lemillion kinda cool until he started calling people humans. He was
My nigga, you're a human too. You're not fucking Eisen. Shit, you're a human too. Get the fuck out of here. Don't be fucking racist in your own people.
claiming to be this almighty superhero. Then he went on this whole yap session about his origin story, but Oma was like, damn, I think I'm feeling turkey for dinner tonight. Oh, and I found a counter to your move, by the way. He gets right in his face. Lemillion goes for the finishing blow. Oma just patched his build. Found an easy workaround.
He just gave him a high five.
To use his razor fingers, he needs the full range of motion. So a simple high five counters that. He blocks the second one, tries using brute force, but I don't know, I guess his knees buckled. Bitch, still ain't let go of that hand. Sidestep chin check, but hold on, don't forget your brain damage. And the second Lemillion was going to attack, Oma shifted the flow. Back of the head got busted on the pavement. Yeah, this one is over with. Nah, he's gotta be dead. First of all, you cracked the pavement and then you redesigned his skull. Nigga, there's supposed to be a bone right there. That dent shouldn't be possible. And afterwards, you know you gotta use some of that fighter money. And while they were there, they was like, Oma, why did you get involved in this? He said something about proving he's the strongest and there was a specific person he was looking for. But then it just cuts to some dude who got his neck twisted, zooms out, and everyone in the room got murked. And for some reason, this guy is looking for Oma. But this show doesn't waste any time. We right back to squabbling. We got Oma going against the great Kali. Now then. Well, you talk too damn much. Left hook, body, straight, right, double cross.
Look at that nigga. Look at that big ass nigga, bro. He has to be 6'4".
Why you up so early, Steve?
I don't know, just because. Just because. That big ass nigga right here, he has to be like 6'4", 300 pounds. That nigga he's fighting. He had to be 6'4", maybe 300 pounds. That nigga like fucking Hercules. He built like Hercules.
Excellent combo, but he ate all that. Arm whip over the shoulder. He gonna dodge the steel toes. Slip. Left hit the ribs. Right hit the chest. Parry. Just knocked the ocean out his mouth. He gonna dodge the double but gets hit with that front kick. Yo, I'd be mad as hell if I parked there. You'll see me on the sidelines ball.
Hope they had car insurance.
Only my eyes out. Then Carly started talking about how normal people have the option to run away, while it's the duty of pro wrestlers to face everything head on. And Oma petty as hell, he gonna walk up on him and pinch his arm, laughed in his face and pretty much called him a bitch for running away. That one pissed him off though. He gonna grab the shoulder, weave, taking him on a field trip. And all he gotta do is move his hand, but he must enjoy swinging that air. Then he...
Imagine you just grab the nigga in the shoulder, try to hit him, just to do like a twirly. He just did a twirly, just do like a modified fucking ring around a rosy. Oh, and that's disrespectful as hell, bro.
He gonna take his hand off for him, then pop the temple. Double hit the jaw, then cross the face. But now we back to being the bully. Got that boy on stun lock.
Hey, yo.
Whoa.
Look, bro. Hey, yo. Yeah, that was a yo right there. You hand over my balls and dick? Like, come on, man. The fuck? Unless you do like a world's strongest slam. Hold on, we gotta go back.
Now we back to being the bully. Got that boy on stun lock.
Hey, yo.
Whoa. Not gonna lie, gripping the left cheek with a big smile on your face is kinda crazy.
Yeah,
he then crazy. Picks him up and slams him, but he ain't done. Grip the entire skull, hypes up the crowd before hitting him with a German suplex, but he flips over and doubles it. Just hit him with the Kurt Angle. Gave him a free ride to Suplex City. But now he's performing his finisher, the backbreaker. But Oma gonna make a quick stop with Sukuna and borrow some power. He escapes the backbreaker, but in the same motion, he broke 3 of his fingers. I'm guessing he was given a power boost and some perks, cause this dude is tweaking. Runs in. My guy must have infinite stamina because this combo was not ending. Then he hits him with the meanest left hook of all time. Ribs, triple face shot, double ribs. Mind you, dude is smiling through all this, but that's when he charges up a mean ass shoryuken. But Kali must be one of those defense builds. Chops the chest with a broken pinky, but he don't care about that weak shit. Hold that. Connects with a double gut punch, chin check, front kick, like 5 more body shots. But this dude starts walking forward. Weave. Yo, Kali is so sorry, bro. Well, I'm not getting out of this one, am I, stupid ass? Really just try that sorry ass command grab. And the longer I watch, the more I realize how sorry Kali really is. Every hit is in slow motion. The only reason he's still up because he's a defense build. It's like finding that one minigun goon on Batman. His whole purpose is to be annoying. Cause look at this. Weave, now it's just free combos. Stun lock, body shot, hook, chest, tang. Got him seeing stars. But he finally stops allowing his ass to get beat and rocks him with a headbutt. And this guy is way too big to be pulling off drop kicks. That move should be locked behind weight requirements. But
I mean, shit. Big guys can do a drop kick. Like, you never know. Like, just because he did a drop kick doesn't mean he cheated. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look at Vader. Rest in peace. He did a drop kick. Keith Lee, he did a drop kick. Lots of, like, few big men can do, like, a cruiserweight moves, even though they shouldn't do. So, I'm not surprised to see him do it.
But this guy gets 2 hits in and starts emoting. Like he wasn't just getting the beating of a lifetime. I don't want to ever see you pull out the emo wheel again. So he runs directly towards Oma, wind breathing, second form. Imagine losing to a sword technique when the guy doesn't even have a sword. But to be fair, I don't know why Oma even knows that move. I've never seen that technique without the use of a weapon. But that's when the leader shows up, and without fail, they're always in overhead. So they came in here, yapped a little bit. Long story short, he announced the Kengan tournament is official. Whoever wins becomes the new leader, and Oma's getting excited. He knows the person he's looking for is going to be there. Anyways, it cuts to Oma holding OG by the neck, cause OG said he's not having him represent his company in the tournament. But then this random walks in, and just by the shirt alone, I know what type of guy this is. He's the hippie, the guy that's going to sound high all the time, and without fail, they're always one of the strongest in the show. But Oma doesn't know the anime rules, so he said what his punk ass gonna do about it. But he said, get off me. Weave. Look at the movement tech. Look at the footwork. Oma's like 0 for 27 right now. Then Shorty talking about how Hippie's record is 39 for 15. But those 15 losses came from him sleeping in. But Oma must have spoke to Sukuna again. He trying to catch a body now. Parries the punch. Excellent block, but Hippie was like, oh, so you're faster now. Let's go speed for speed then. Deflects the 3-piece, slips the hook. He finally throws some punches, but Oma gonna dodge those. Blocks the counter, then Oma's gonna use his force against him. But Hippie said he's not getting caught lacking. Then he knew exactly what fighting style Oma was using, the Nico style. But he was like, yo, didn't that shit fall off? Had no reason to say that. Oma told our boy to watch his mouth, but I'm not gonna lie. Oma was gonna get handled if OG didn't tell him to stop. That neck grab did not hold him down at all. But OG was like, look, you can't fight for me, but you can still enter the tournament. Yamashita here just has to become a Kengan employee. It only costs 600 bands. I wouldn't have said a word. I would have walked out without question. 600,000 is not in my vocabulary. And even if it was, you think I'm spending over $500,000 just so a nigga can settle beef? No. Bro, I met you last week. But good thing OG just happened to have that money on hand. So now they have a match to see if they qualify to become an employee. And Oma's going against this guy, not gonna lie. In shows like these, if you use karate, you're bound to get disrespected in some way, shape, or form. Damn. His
Damn. By one hit. My nigga's GG's, and look at this nigga's face. He arranged that nigga face. Oh my god. Man, he gave him a nice new makeover. He would be like this for the rest of his life. I know in his head he regretted his decisions that he made for his life. And for this fight. Oh my god, he made him uglier. Made my brother ugly as hell, man.
skull got caved in. His mouth was on the other side of his face. I know he's never picking up the gloves again. So then it cuts to a few weeks later when Oma is fully healed, and he was thinking about what happened that day, thinking of the person he wanted to fight the most. But that one guy that was looking for Oma pulled up. At first he had no clue who this was, but then it clicked. He was the student of the guy who killed his master, and he gets through Oma's guard with ease. But then I realized he's the Hisoka of the show, touching all over this man. And it's even crazier.
This nigga caressing all over your chest like, bro, back the fuck up.
That Oma isn't resisting. I'd be damned if another grown man shushed me like that. But he tells Oma,
we gotta go. We gotta tell me to shush. We gotta. Nah, man, you got me fucked up.
He might as well stop his search, cause he already killed the man he was looking for. He killed his own master, and now he's trying to get Oma to take his revenge out on him. But he was like, revenge? I ain't doing this for revenge. I just want to box. Our masters lost because they were both weak, but I'm stronger than they ever was. I was only after your master because I wanted to prove that. Seeing all these weaklings claiming to be the strongest pisses me off. But now I have the stage to put all y'all in y'all place. I'ma beat your ass in that tournament. Hope you're excited with your freak ass. And he took that to heart. He started geeking. Grown man, by the way. And look what he says after.
So he's a 69 god. That's what he is, a 69 god.
This.
And then, in the depths of my despair of losing you, I'll be able to spill my seed.
Huh? What he just said? Wait, what the fuck he just said?
Losing you, I'll be able to spill my seed.
Huh? He is, okay, he's a 69 god. He's a 69 god, y'all. He's a 69 god. Spilling your seed, that's great. Oh my, that is a yo. He's a 69 god.
You know, I've seen some freaky characters, but this might be top 5. So we cut to the day of the tournament, and before leaving, we find out Yamashita has a son who's been a shut-in for the last 10 years. So he came here to tell him he's going to be gone for a couple days, but that's when we find out that this whole time, his son built an entire CEO from the walls of his room, but has someone else as the head so he can run in from the shadows. And turns out he's going to participate in a tournament as well. And he's hiring the Kure family to fight for him, and they got built-in Edo Tensei's. I know they're gonna be a problem. But now we're back to Oma, and those who were invited get to go on the luxurious cruise, while the ones who paid their way in has to go on this rundown ship. So they put the fighters in their own room because obviously there's way too many people here for a tournament. They gotta get rid of the NPC.
It's gonna be a Royal Rumble in that motherfucker. Except there's no people be throwing over the top ropes. It's gonna be a brawl rumble up in that motherfucker. You put all those fighters in a one room by itself. It's gonna be a brawl rumble.
So only 5 people here can move on. Unfortunately, Shorty got trapped in a room trying to hand Oma some water, but she'll be alright.
Oh man, they're gonna run the trains in her tracks. They're gonna have a super mega gangbang on her. I'm sorry, I just had to bring that up.
These two running just to commit friendly fire. Then we see that Lemillion is back, but he said he wants to save the rematch for the big stage. So for right now, they run in duos. Right hook, trash ass. He is no longer in the same realm with us. He got knocked out with that single punch. You see how Oma got that uppercut charged up? Yo, that guy is dead.
That nigga, he went to heaven for real.
Skull got disconnected from his body. That uppercut got him off the ground. Then we cut to Lemillion being a bully, and this poor guy got his temple palmed. The moment he got into that position, his fate was sealed. Then we see Super Nigga making his entrance. Oma weaves the first one, he spins back, weaves the second, and then they gave us a whole breakdown of his abilities. And long story short, instead of the classic fighting style of imitating animals, he imitates weapons, bullets, missiles, things like that. And he claims to have no weak point. But unfortunately for him, Oma's fighting style is OP, reversal, and he's gonna smile at him too, but he's gonna boost off the wall, and I guess he doesn't aim when he shoots, cause he was going directly into Homegirl. Another example why his fighting style is OP. He can stiffen up his muscles and pretty much becomes vibranium. So he's gonna fly in just to get knocked out by Oma's back. And with that, all the NPCs got taken out. The remaining 5 now gets to go on the main cruise. Then this guy takes off his mask and, yo bro, you are too big to be moving your hips like that.
Hey, yo, my nigga. This nigga got a dome haircut and look like he does a freaky ass nigga moving your hips like that. Nah, you should be a shorty be doing that, but you're not a fucking shorty. You got a dome, an oversized bowl head. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, cut that shit off.
With your buff ass. But anyways, this guy started questioning the leader, asking him what was the point of all this. But old head hit him with the I don't speak to broke niggas and got knocked off the ship by a background character. So now everyone's on the ship, but it doesn't mean that you're safe. Since the fighters aren't registered until they reach their destination, that means they can be replaced. And that's exactly what's going on right now. Kaneda here is asking to become the new fighter for this guy. So Himuro said, I bet. I'll end this quickly. Great. Let's not fighter for this.
Look at this nigga, got like testicle cheeks. He got balls as the cheeks. Like, what the fuck? Did he swallow like a fucking golf balls or some shit? Or tennis balls?
Guy. So Himuro said, I bet. I'll end this quickly. Great. Let's not hold any grudges, bitch. Stop running that damn mouth. Himuro said, don't get too cocky. If you can last 1 minute, I'll give you my spot. Okay, so he's a southpaw. My best bet is to focus on his left hand and start bitch, I'm ambidextrous. Left gets blocked, right rocks the gut, blocks a 2-piece but that left was too fast. Blocks the right hook but spun back with the right kick. That boy was not ready to eat an entire combo, but he's on guard this time so maybe it'll go better. Blocks the right, I think he blocks the left, nearly got his dome piece caved in, saves his ribs. Bro struck down from the moon with this one. I know that shoulder gonna hurt for the next 2 weeks. And then he doubled it. He blocked this one, but that wrist gonna be aching. Oh yeah, we know that body shot connected. Brought him off his feet a little bit with that one. Then clocked his temple again with the shoulder, make that a month of pain. And now that guard ain't looking too good no more. I know his chest bleeding with that one. Bro even got a smile on his face. Yeah, that guard is broke. And this time he moon punched his neck. The entire left side of his body is blinking red. He needs his flask immediately. And that right arm gonna need a cast after this. Then ends it with a punch to the forehead. But he's not done. He repeats the combo.
Damn.
Comes back in abusing the guard.
Damn.
Oh yeah, we ain't done. Gut shot. And was this guy not wearing shoes this whole time? Were you walking around?
Nigga walk around, he's Matt Riddle. Like, my nigga, if you don't get some fucking Nikes or Jordans on your feet, or socks or slippers, like, come on, bro. Nobody wanna smell your older ass fucking feet. You need Dr. Scholl's while you're at it.
This cruise barefoot? Somebody arrest this man. If you have a nose, it's bound to get assaulted with this guy on the loose. But he gets back up and actually lands a hit. Himuro goes back to bullying that boy, but when he goes for the knee, amazing counter, incredible counter, excellent counter. That was executed perfectly. He actually put him on his knees too. And this is when Himuro respected him as an actual opponent. So now he's gonna put his speed to use. Inhaled that jab, side of the head, blocks the punch, goes for his own. Nope. Uppercut, elbows, insane work. Fed him a 2-piece after that too. And he better be ready. That guard's on critical, bitch. Switch to first person. He gonna block the damn. He stops the right, that weak ass shit. Stops the left, elbow the arm, that's a 2-piece. Then hold this knee. Then he kicks him to the ground, goes for the final blow. Please don't break his arm. And you know Himuro's gonna keep fighting cause pride. Tries comboing with one hand, but that just gets him a dose of melatonin. Ribs, uppercut, then kicks the broken arm. And I guess Kaneda has a Sharingan now. He dodged before he even threw out the kick, but he really does have a Sharingan. Steps back to kick, laughs in his face, then he grabs his entire head. One hand for support, the other cradling the jaw. Then he starts stomping him out, gave him like 10 kicks to the face. So yeah, he became the new fighter for this guy. And yeah, he did win, but that Sharingan skill requires him to get his ass beat first. It takes him a little while to use it against different people. And if he was going against someone like Lemillion, he would have got cooked. Blocking is not an option with that guy. I don't think he's making it far in this tournament. But meanwhile, we're back up on the top deck when this random pulls up, and I'm confused on what the weather is. Bro got on the North Face with the fur attachments, but is wearing the shortest shorts they could possibly find. I can't tell if it's 80 degrees or 20, but they're here for straight violence. Lemillion runs in, and allowing your face to be used as a doormat is a shame. But they go for Oma and airballs the first, gets the next 3 blocked, and then Oma continues with the excellent defense. But they jump over the kick, and I thought they landed a hit, but Oma not getting caught like that. They weave the right, grabs their shirt, tries to pull him down. Nice try, buddy, but you weigh like 90 pounds. You ain't pulling no one down. And Oma would have ended them if he ain't stopped. And he did that because he noticed that this was a girl fighting. Then she proceeds to say,
I really want to have your children.
Well, girl, we just met. We need to go on a date. We need to clap a cheeks, bro. I don't know you like that. Like, the fuck?
Okay, well, let's just go ahead and, yeah. He knew what he had to do and got up out of there. You see that face? That is a man on a mission. He saw his life flash before his eyes and had to escape with efficiency. Anyways, now all the managers met up to determine the pairings. And with the first match, we got Armin, and they gave them entrances and all. Then we see his opponent, and bro, is that Ronald? McDonald's wasn't paying you enough, you had to get a side hustle?
They had Ronald McDonald up in this motherfucker now. Hell, I'll be surprised. Burger King, Wendy, Sonic. Well, not Sonic, you know, the Hedgehog. Or Five Guys. Or Arby's. Do I represent Arby's? Oh my god. I mean, it's anime. You never know.
And Ronald's fighter is this cornball who got grills that say damn on him. Yeah, I wouldn't bet a dime on your goofy ass. And his name is Adam Dudley. The Dudley boys not gonna fuck with you, bro. Both runs in.
Just because you're Dudley doesn't mean you're not Dudley. Just mean you're a Dudley boy. First of all, this nigga look like he built like Batista a little bit like Batista younger days.
His name is Adam Dudley. The Dudley boys not gonna fuck with you, bro. Both runs in, slip, headshot, now he bullies the guard. Stopped him right in his tracks. Connects the kick and he may be little, but them hits hurt. Adam gonna throw the most obvious punch in history. Weave. Watch them knees. Slip. Yo, the counter game for this guy is crazy. He runs in again, dodges the same haymakers he's been throwing the entire match. Tries to do some snake shit and poke the eyes. Nope. Yo, big ass on the ground. But Adam was like, don't think it's gonna be that easy. You better knock me out before you celebrate. All that yapping. He starts pummeling the guard, but he just can't find an opening. Then Adam's gonna throw a devastating punch. He dodged most of it, but even getting grazed did some damage. Now I know I've been disrespecting you this entire time, but getting up like that was kinda cool, can't even lie. So Armin gonna use his speed, abusing the guard, trying to weaken the legs, but Adam just hit him with the Uncle Aaron.
Hey.
Damn, guy hit so hard he bounced 12 feet in the air. Damn,
get bounced like that.
Guard that punch. I have to hurry and get back up.
Ah, shit.
Now Armin did jump away last second to reduce some of the damage. Runs back in, kicks the hips, two-piece the guard, attacks the gut, hop steps to the other side with the same thing. Right hook to the guard, left kick to his leg, hop steps again, the uppercut gets blocked. He just trying to keep up that pressure. Get your weight up, little boy. Damn. Runs back, gonna graze the cheek. Now back up, pussy. Yeah, got that boy holding his jaw. It's time to show you what I can really do. And I guess he made a artificial Super Saiyan. I don't know how he even did that. Did he pull a Aizen? Had Eco Gel in his pocket? But this...
You're not the Super Saiyan, my guy. You're not built like that.
Next encounter is going to decide the match. They both run in. No way. No way you bootleg Super Saiyan just to get washed. And is the ref not gonna call the match? We're just gonna witness a murder?
That's enough.
Come on, ref. We're just getting started. Turns out he was in a Genjutsu this whole time. Armin had that boy in a submission. They explained that Armin's skill was hiding in the 0.5 seconds of someone's blind spot. So the attacker is going to see what their brain believes what happened. But in those 0.5 seconds, he puts him in a submission. Yo, Armin is a counter demon. So the next fight, we got Discord mod number 237 going up against Bruce Wayne. And I'm serious when I say this guy is pretty much a Batman who kills. We got a little backstory, and bro's wearing a suit murking criminals talking about justice. But he's not just murking them. He made examples out of them. And while he's fighting Big Bro, his girl's analyzing a fight to pretty much cheat. She can figure out your breathing intervals and know exactly when you're vulnerable. And Big Bro is way too big to be that agile, giving me...
Hey, like I said, it don't matter in anime. Big guys, they will be moving like that. I'm telling you.
Flashbacks. Then he runs back in, and I never thought I'd see the day where someone is using police breathing. He redirects the punch, and look at the footwork. Block, weave, redirect. Then Big Boy started having a temper tantrum. Runs in, redirects, and punches the arm. And just like Lemillion, he can slice too. He's just doing it with his knuckles. Runs in again just to get the same treatment to the other arm. And that's when Shorty was done with her analysis. He strikes the kneecap, straight punch to the gut, then the palm to the face. He said, oh, that three-piece felt kind of good. Let me do it again. He tried to grab the fabrics, but he somehow takes it off and again with the kneecaps. Then we see that these two are watching, and I don't even care what they talking about. If I was him, there's no way I'm talking to this guy. First off, you broke...
Why you next to the guy? You got your arm checked. Like your shit checked, bro. Why you even talk to him? I would once my shit healed, I'ma fucking break your shit and see how you feel when a nigga that you broke, that you guys get back and break your fucking shit.
My arm, stomped on my face with your stank ass feet, and took my job. We are not friends. In fact, I be plotting on your downfall as we speak. I'd make it my mission he doesn't win anything. Anyways, back to the fight. Big Boy goes for a slap but gets 3 fingers in the arm instead. He's gonna try again. Weave, 2 taps to liver. Hits him with a step back, kicks the knee, and now he's going for the finisher. Grabs the face and look at the eye contact. He making sure he knows this shit is personal. Got in perfect position for the camera too, but right when the ref was going to call the match, he awakens. The true version of himself has returned. The version of himself that was considered the strongest in his village. The reincarnation of Indra. He's way
This guy wearing a Nintendo overalls. He must be a Nintendo fan.
faster now than before. He was punishing his guard. That analysis Shorty did before is not gonna work. And turns out his village buddies made the trip to see the fight as well. And they were like, who the fuck is that? That's not what he looked like before.
Man, the things of the city must have really corrupted him.
And I'm like, bro, don't act like you wasn't indulging in some things too. I see those eyes. Y'all boys are smoking that booth. Don't act like you're innocent. But this is when we find out Bruce was holding back. The guy's a killer, but he wasn't using his killing techniques. And when he was about to say F it and just murk bro, is when that knee damage came back in. 700 pounds of weight on kneecaps is not a good combination. And pair that with a Batman spamming lows, yeah, it was bound to give out. Consider that mercy.
He did make be Peter Griffin when he tripped, like,
It could have gone way worse. So then he meets up with his girl. Bro, I just said you was Batman. You can't be doing stuff like that. And you know how hard a slap gotta be.
So you Billy McGuire. So you Spider-Man after slapping me.
Be to bust someone's lip. But then he was like, look, I'll give you a second chance. Wipes the blood off the face and...
Please stop this madness.
Anyways, Ryan pulls up on bro mid-piss, and I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. Lemillion got handled. Looks like there was a massacre in there. And that must have been a quick side quest, because he had a match right after. And he's fighting this guy Mokichi who brought his sister to the match for some reason. backsteps a spinning back fist, blocks a two-piece, weaves the uppercut, blocks the double straight, responds with a front kick, he ducks the roundhouse, then he dodges the punch, same time kicking the leg. Oh, hitting the bridge to dodge the punch is crazy.
Nigga hit a Bray Wyatt. Rest in peace.
But Mokichi blocks the kick, but we already know Ryan doesn't play fair. He bites his hand, runs in, shoots his blood. If I was this guy, I pray that he don't got some type of disease.
Getting splattered with his own blood. I hope I don't get Ebola. If I get Ebola, it's up. You're dead. I'm spinning around the block and up your ass.
Then he grips the shoulder, charging the shit out of this punch. I don't even know how this happened. How do you interlock fingers when bro was throwing a haymaker at your dome? But he gonna twist the arm and say he can break it with ease.
Damn, you. Just kidding.
He then grabs the fabrics, goes for a headbutt, and look at his face. Are you serious right now? He said, let me get that verse on your stupid ass. 2 taps the guard, but the 3rd one for his stomach. Man, stop all that blocking. Caught the jab to the mouth. Weave. Tripped his goofy ass. Hold this. Airball, bitch. Throws another. Reversal. Face went straight into the ground. He can see every molecule in that dirt. But the guy who beat Lemillion ain't gonna lose like this. Not to no side character. And looks like he got a form similar to whatever Oma got. Anyways, speed books. Yeah, I can tell how this is gonna go. Couldn't even give him a second to recover. Knees the gut, right, left, 2 taps the guard, but he said fuck that and bullies the lower body. Grabs the shoulders and headbutts him into a 2-piece. Then heat that and bullies the lower body. Grabs the shoulders.
Bro said he's not leaving without landing a headbutt.
And headbutts him into a 2-piece. Then he picks him up by the neck and choke slam that boy. Mokichi gonna get out the hole though, runs back in and immediately gets a knee implant, and Ryan not even blocking no more, he just tanking them hits. Meanwhile, Makochi's little sis has a front row seat to her brother's evisceration, but him thinking about his sister gave him the power up he needed. Bairitsu's secret technique, 2 fingers. No way you had a whole flashback moment just to get popped like that. Then he gets picked up by his neck again.
Oh, wow. He murdered.
That is so unfortunate. I don't know if he died for real, but if he did, tough. But anyways, we finally get to see Oma box, and he's going against the L variant if L never became a detective. The match starts, weave, and that's why there's weight classes. This little boy cannot handle them hits. And what you looking down for? But L got some moves in his duffel too. Runs in, weave, slip, weave, nope, back up.
Motherfucker built like that bitch from the Grudge. Well, the Well. You know what movie I'm talking about. Any horror movie fans, you know what I'm talking about.
Next the roundhouse, immediate follow-up, slip, bitch. And the announcer talking about an even match, but Oma's really on his head right now. He goes in for the finisher, but L not gonna go out that easily. He pulls out the after image. Now, this would have worked, but unfortunately, he's fighting Oma. His technique is being the main character. You can fight a certain way, he gonna fight better than you. Man, you can walk a certain way, he gonna walk better than you. Cause he starts clicking his tongue saying that's gonna help with his timing. And he ends up rocking, bro. How did that work? I don't know. It's Oma. He can conjure up a spirit bomb and I'ma be like, oh, you must have found a counter to your move. Understandable. But then he proceeds to use a version of L's technique and was putting straight belt to ass. This fight was unfair. At least until L used his final technique. That long hair wasn't for show. So Oma was getting tossed around, whipped, choked, until he was like, good, you passed. Oh yeah, so mink, bitch. Now we playing Mortal Kombat. All your bones getting broke. L goes for the axe kick. Oh yeah, that melatonin kicking in. Receives a kick to the temple, and you can't tell me bro doesn't look dead right here. But Oma said, hold on, let me insure the brain damage.
Damn!
These hits be looking vicious, bro. Then Oma walks away talking about some, if you ever feel like fighting, come find me. I don't know if he realized, but that boy is concussed. He ain't hear a single word you just said. Talking to him like you didn't just charge up the deadliest kick of your life. Might have gave him permanent amnesia. Bro's gonna wake up speaking Spanish.
Ya estoy hasta la puta madre, banda tantos pinches idiomas, y la gente no más.
But afterwards, we see that Mokichi actually survived, and of course some corrupt doctor was involved, so he's probably gonna be in some randomness later. But this show is stacked with AOT characters. The next fight we got Reiner versus... don't even matter because he got one tag. And they must have known he was gonna get washed because the next fight started immediately and we got one tag. And they must have known.
Did that nigga got a hole right through his chip? Bro, these fights are brutal.
He was gonna get washed because the next fight started immediately. And we finally get to see Sawada get in the mix. Going up against Popovich. Bro must have gotten easy.
That nigga does build like Spokovich.
After what Bobby did to him, but they didn't even fight. Then we get the behind the scenes and Sawada's manager was forced to forfeit, but he spins back, knocks the dude down, and he was pissed. The other guy gets back up, but he was like, oh, a 3v1? Huh, I'm used to that. Bro was doing all this jumping around just to get his face imprinted into the floor, and I hate dumb characters in anime because I promise you can hit them with a nuke and they just gonna laugh it off. Then Popovich runs in getting immediately hit with an ultimate, but he just tanked it. But before we get into the next fight, we see our boy coughing up blood. No, not like this. Don't tell me he got the Uchiha curse. They really gave him the Itachi nerf. Bro was too strong, had a balance patches build. And I just noticed him and Baki both wear that same bum ass shirt. It's just two different colors.
Yeah.
They really be shopping at the same store. But with this next fight, we got that African mercenary Muteba going up against... I don't know bro's name. I just know he got some screws loose. So he runs in and immediately takes Muteba down. But I don't know how you mount somebody and you're the one who's getting beat on. It's kind of backwards. But he ends up strangling Muteba, and I guess he was trolling because he smiles and pops the eye out. Yeah, this might need to get censored. Cause right after he stabs the ear with the finger. But y'all know what I said about dumb characters. They don't feel pain. He said let's go off-right and took out both of Mutebas. But he said he can one-up him. Boy, I felt that shit through the screen. And at the end of the day, he's still a man. You can take out his eye and his ear, but when it comes to the family jewels, it doesn't matter if you're a Kratos. That's gonna put any man on his knees. And one thing you should know about Muteba, he's been blind. Sweep, get your arm off me. Left, right, left, under the arm, get off me. Then hits that boy with like a 10-piece combo right here. And he's definitely in my top 3 characters for the show. Only because he's just like Toph. He got that area awareness thing, but like more OP. So that thing fixed his elbow, runs in, eats the kick, turns into a slam but gets a heel to the skull. Slip, put a hole in his neck. Somehow he ain't dead, so he runs in, gets the command grab countered, grabs the entire head, goodbye. I thought that finished it, but he gonna end it off with 2 fingers into the skull. And you know he had hit the pose at the end too. But that's when we cut to Oma. And you can't be the MC of a fighting anime if you don't use image training. So he was fighting some of the opponents he seen in the tournament. But that's when he imagined his old master, the one who created the Nico style. He imagined Nico himself. And this fight showed how Oma was only using half of what the Nico style can actually do. Like with the vibranium back move, turns out he actually sucks at it. The guy he used it on earlier was just trash. Then he shows him another move about some vibranium fingers. He can easily break his bones with this. Then Oma connects with a sweep kick, but he just let him get that off so he can show him the next move, Willow, which is basically a disrupting ability. And we already know when Oma feels cornered, he gonna pull out them perks. Did all that just to get bodied. And there was this little moment when Nico was like, look, just trust in my Nico style. But Oma was like, hell nah. Why would I do that when you were killed? So now I know his goal of being the strongest is deeper than that. I think him trying to prove his strength is him really trying to prove the power of the Nico style. He's trying to prove his master's strength more than his own. But hopefully after experiencing his ass beating, he's gonna stop popping them perks. Cause every time he uses it, it's gonna cost him. And that's why he was coughing up blood earlier. But with the next fight, we finally get to see what Freak Boy can do. And he's going against this guy. And how do you go from a cool Chinese uniform to looking like you're the head dancer at a strip club? Boy, I know that crop top tight as shit. But he's gonna jump in, graze the cheek. And he was like, perfect. I'm ahead in terms of speed. Is that so?
What is that?
Yeah, he corrected him.
What the fuck? He made an asshole shoulder. He gave him an asshole shoulder. How the fuck you got an asshole shoulder? The fuck?
Him immediately.
Huh?
That boy barely dodged it, but since that left shoulder is done, he had to switch up the stance. And when Freak Boy used that blink move again, he said, I bet. Let me turn on my Byakugan. Gets up real close. Use a bitch.
Damn.
And when Freak Boy stood up, bro was like, oh, you're stronger than I thought, but you'll pay for what you did to my Turns out when he got knocked away, he grazed the chest, and whispering in his ear must have been so out of pocket that even Freak Boy couldn't let that slide. Bro awakened a new form just cause of that. Stripper gonna run back in though, easy reads. But hold on, is Freak Boy actually cold? Whatever form this is, stay in it. We like the new you. Then dude proceeds to go 0 for 27, then gets flipped over with one arm. He gets back up though, talking about some, don't get cocky, Freak Boy. The battle's only just...
Huh?
Why did it take him so long to realize he was behind him? Did talking to the air not give it away? But he was like, alright, let me go ahead and end this.
No, wait a minute! I give up!
Oh no.
If he survived that, I'm calling straight cap.
Oh no, he give a death note heart attack. And he got an asshole chest now. He got an asshole shoulder and an asshole chest.
And y'all remember this guy from earlier? Yeah, he also got dealt with. I told y'all he was gonna get washed. He was getting punished by these jabs. His ability requires him to get his ass beat. We knew it was gonna end well. And the dude he was fighting wasn't even trying until Kanado was like, hell nah, bro, fight me at full power. What? No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. I
apologize for my...
And now with this next fight, we get to see Fang, the one known as the strongest, the one who's most likely going to be the final boss of the tournament, and he's going against Okubo. I would hate to be this guy. My first match is against the strongest one here, the guy who's on a 157 winning streak with 0 losses. Okubo gonna close in. He fakes the right into a command grab, but Fang hit R2 and countered it, nose leaking. Kicks the leg immediately bruised. Okubo shows off the weave game but caught the round kick to the arm immediately bruised. Goes for the overhand but he grabs the skull, hitting him with the knee. But he didn't stop there, he tries spamming that shit. But Okubo gets a crazy counter off, throws that boy down. He said, we wrestling now. And for like the next 40 seconds, they going submission for submission, hold for hold, grapple for grapple, but neither one of them were folding. But there was a point where Fang just lets him get them out for free.
Hey, yo!
You allowed him to do that just so you can thrust the guy? No. I told y'all this show has way too many freaks.
This show is sus. It is straight up sus.
Your strikes,
and
throws,
69 gods.
Grapples, I figured them out. And now that I have, there's no way you can win. Hold on, bro. Was that a double fake? Rewind that real quick. He faked the right, went for the grapple, then came back with the hook. Nah, that's gotta be in the top 5 moves we've seen in these straight hands videos. But then he hits him with a command grab, got like 4 solid hits before King throws him off. Okubo runs in, faking the grab that knocks the jaw. Yo, his fake out game is superb. Connects the left hook. I think he fakes the kick into a slam. Fang is going to counter the chokehold though. He slips the straight, slams him down. Bitch, this is a generational performance out of you, Okubo. It's sad that I know you're gonna lose because you're literally fighting the final boss, but you always have my respect. So Fang gets up and that boy is cheesing. Smiling after getting their head kicked in is a problem. Speed blitz. Yeah, you're not grabbing me, buddy. Barely blocked that, and this dude is geeked out, bullying his guard. That weak ass slip. Your ass back. Oh, and remember when you slammed me? And this dude was on the verge of going Super Saiyan, but he was like, wait, he's already knocked out. Look, I gotta give credit where credit is due. He was fighting the strongest guy there and was going hit for hit. But the same can't go for Oma. He pulls up on Fang and he's so out of his league that his imagination is calling him stupid. Then proceeds to get mollywopped. Oma, that was not a good look, bro. So this is the start of round 2, but there's really only one more.
Nigga got paranormal activity to the wall. Better not be geeking out, my guy.
I want to speak on. And for the sake of things making sense, we're gonna speedrun this next fight. Armin versus Bruce. Armin's homies found out that Bruce was cheating, so they stopped Shorty from giving him signals. But by doing that, he entered full Batman mode, trying to inflict the most damage possible. Like, he genuinely had Armin terrified. But that's when Armin was like, wait, you're not actually the Bat, and then proceeded to put him in a chokehold and cooked him. But we cut to Oma and Yamashita when the head of the Kurde family pulled up, but he wasn't alone. He pretty much was like, look, Yamashita, let's play a game. The prize is the life of your eldest son. And of course, Yamashita got no clue what he talking about, so they explained the whole situation with his son secretly hiring them, blah, 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 y'all know the rest. But the Kurde family didn't know about his son until recently either. So he was like, look, your son playing games thinking shit sweet. He thinks he can deceive us without consequence. Using a fake CEO, what a bitch. But for the love of the game, I'll give you a chance. If Oma beats Ryan, I'll spare your son's life. So the day of the fight arrives, and you know Yamashita gonna be blaming himself for all this. So he asks Oma to win no matter what. And when the MC walk off without saying a word, you know they mean business.
Fighters ready! Begin!
Ryan runs in, excuse me, stupid. He said he gonna double it though, and Oma is rushing him down. He trying to end this match quick. Ryan gonna catch the arms, but Oma said, watch your jewels. But you ain't getting no timeout. Hold the kneecap, grabs the face end. I know that boy's heart dropped. He blinked and all of a sudden he got dirt in his eyes. Then he kicks him across the map, proceeds to hit him with devious left rights. Weave. I know them ribs hurt.
That's a kidney shot. That should be GG's right there. You get kidney shots though is the real weakest point. Nah, man. That should be GG's.
But Ryan said, "Aight, bitch, calm down." And Ryan said, "Too bad for you, bro, cause I got takeover." He grabs his arm, flips him on his back, almost gets his face smashed, and from this point on, Ryan is going full disrespect. Slams the face, then hits him with the left. Oh, you not going nowhere, boy. Knees the face, elbows the back of the head. He's trying to end his career. Slams the face again. He said, you know what, one more won't hurt. Fuck it, let's see how far we get with this. And y'all know when Oma start losing, he gonna use that transformation. Especially since Yamashita's son online, yeah, he gonna let that shit off. And this must be the Pack-a-Punch version. His entire skin tone changed. Speedblitz. And for the next minute or so, Ryan was getting mixed. Like the combos this man was receiving should be life-altering. But we already know Ryan got a transformation of his own. They really just turned this into a Dragon Ball fight. Then the doctor comes out, and that's when we find out Oma's transformation is relying on his heart. So every time he uses that technique, his heart is under 5 times a normal burden. And right as he said that, Oma's body started breaking down. Then he grabs the neck and that boy knocked him out of his form. And Freak Boy on the top 4 tweaking out. But Ryan couldn't hold on to his form either. And he was talking about some out of respect, I'ma kill you. But whenever the MC's about to die, have no fear. The master will always show up. And this is always a time when they figure out the true way to use their power. Ryan dashed in and got hit with a mean counter. Finally, he's using his techniques. Then he follows up with that right, dips under, grabs the neck, got him in a chokehold, but he ends up breaking free. Runs in thinking shit is sweet just to get a mouthful of fist. He blocks the kick, sweeps the leg, then throws him in an armbar. Ryan gonna escape that one too though. And this is when Nico fully passes on his style to Oma. He's gonna sideswipe the punch, pops the jaw, but Ryan gets his lick back. Then hits him with a double headbutt. But Oma gonna rock him with a right hook to the neck, sweep the leg down, and you see the hand shiver? That hand shiver means something. Damn. But he still ain't done. Started pummeling that boy, giving him mean hooks to the point where the ref had to stop him. It felt good to finally see Oma win a match using his techniques. So Yamashita runs out and he better than me. I know you just fought for your life and my son's, but I'm not touching you till you take a shower, bro.
Facts. You could sit on his bottoms and back-to-back 40-minute vids. It's bonkers. Yeah. I know it took a lot of hard work from you, my guy. W for the vid. Subscribe to I'm Kevin. The link is in the description. So, peace.